Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. I brought you a brief look at the Anvil Aero earlier, and I'll give you another look at that because today we are going to be, and we're not focusing on Loreville, we are going to focus on the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. And you see there's signs everywhere advertising this here in Loreville at the TISA spaceport. We just follow the signs, and there's a slight line here. That dude's looking at his watch, but that's a little close. That's a little uncomfortable. I can't watch that. All right, so we'll go over here, call the elevator, and we'll wait for it to come down. This is a gentleman looking to go to the expo. All right, come in. Go to Anvil Aerospace Hall. And the game has hung up for a second. And we'll walk out. Let me check something that I noticed was happening some, is they were putting VSync on. I don't want VSync on. Because I have a really good graphics card. Alright. So this is Anvil Aerospace's hall at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. Front and center we have the Aero, and then there's a Hornet and a Super Hornet, it looks like. We'll go down and take a closer look. And this is the Aero here. It's got dual Scorpions on it. And then it's got size 1 repeaters up there, Bulldogs, I think. I don't need to rent it, I've already got it. It'll let us get in here, and I'll show you guys the inside. As you can see, this is the Aero. Now with the landing gears down, usually the wings fold up. You can actually see that in my other video. Very cool looking ship. We'll go ahead and get out.
Landing complete. Takeoff complete.
It would have been funny if I tried to, you know, fly it in here, but probably dumb too. So this is the Super Hornet. Most of you have already seen Super Hornets. The Super Hornet has a pretty vicious loadout, which you used to could change. They probably don't let you do that again anymore. This bottom canard, you could put a size 3 weapon on, as well as the wingtips, and then up top you could put like a size 5 weapon instead of the turret. I don't think they're going to let you do that anymore. This one is the Ghost, so it's the stealth version of the Hornet. And as we step out onto the main floor, up front and center, man, I just love the way they decorated this, by the way. But up front and center, underneath above the Anvil Aerospace sign, you have a Valkyrie. Oh wow, they've got the speakers going off. They didn't have that before. No, I don't want to rent it. I've got it. Oh, these people. Oh, man. Well, I just dropped off there. We'll go on to, this is the tracker, the Hornet tracker, as you can see. And then over here is the wildfire, as you can see written across the nose. This particular wildfire has a revenant on top. Nice. That's cool. They've got the emblem here I can walk up on. Sort of. Alright. We'll save these ships for last. We're going to go all the way over to the other side. You see how massive this hall is? This is the Anvil Terrapin, the best scanning ship in the game. The two-seater. It's supposed to be tough. Look a little like a tortoise. Ah, they'll let us in. We won't stay though. Then you have the Hurricane, a two-seat heavy fighter. You see the big guns near the nose and the quad turret up there. And then over here is one that we don't have in the game yet, that they're still working on. It is the Anvil Hawk. Interesting design the Anvil Hawk has, especially this nose area. I'm not sure anybody's gonna like the cockpit area, the visibility, but we'll have to see. Now this is kind of a light fighter. It's kind of an opposite number of the Arrow, but it's a bounty hunter ship. This would be where you would store your capture. You could probably sleep in there from what I heard, but I don't know. You definitely store your people down there. You have people you capture down there. Alright, we'll run right by the Hurricane one more time. I have the Hurricane, I've played it, but since you can't slave the turret, it's not nearly as effective as it should be. I have to find a co-pilot for that. So let's run the full length of the hall here. There is one more special surprise down here that you guys will love. I know I did. More Anvil Aerospace here. So this is the Gladiator. It is your short-range bomber. It's a carrier-based bomber. It can have size 5 torpedoes on it. Which, by the way, if you blow your whole load of size 5 torpedoes on a 600i, that 600i will just laugh at you. Just letting you know that. This is an F-7A, a military version Hornet, which you will probably fly in the game for, what's the Gladiator there? You'll get to fly this thing in the universe during the Squadron 42 solo. They've got the sound effects near it. And a few people have the upgrades that they can turn their ship into looking like that, a regular Hornet into looking like that. And finally, last but not least, the big beast, the F-8 Lightning. This is what it's going to look like, guys. I don't know what that is there in the front. It looks like a missile pod, or maybe it's a refueling nozzle. But you've got 8 guns on this bad boy. 2 in the front. 4 total on the wings. And then 2 up at the turrets. And then it looks like you've got missiles up there as well. This thing is a beauty. There it is. Anvil F8 Lightning. And those are not... I mean, this one on the outside is a small gun, but the one on the inside, it's not small. That's a pretty hefty gun. Trying to see if they can sneak in the cockpit. I don't think it's going to let me do it. Well, we tried. I don't even know how you get in the cockpit on this one. It's probably underneath, maybe. Who knows? Alright, guys. That's Anvil Aerospace at this year's Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. And this hall is located in Loreville at the TISA Space Port. Come check it out. You get to see all the ships of the day. Tomorrow it's Roberts Space Industries. And it'll be interesting to see all the ships that they may have there for this one, for that one. Who knows? Maybe we'll get super lucky and we'll get to see a Polaris in here. I don't think they've built out the shell of the Polaris yet, though. Alright, guys. It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy. I'm going to see you guys out in the verse.